turn it off once I'm done with my investigations.
Okay.
I don't show favoritism to anyone, regardless. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or the President of the United States.
This is Officer James Matt, who repeatedly begged a cop to turn off his body cam during his DUI arrest.
Stay calm, bro. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat for now.
Ken, you're good. Ken, stop!
This is Officer Kenneth Gauchi, who cried like a baby during his DUI arrest because he knew his career was over.
Got my rights to do anything I want to do. I'm a police officer.
And now, this cop believes he has the authority to do anything he wants simply because he is a cop. Here are 6 high-profile cases where police officers made mistakes that completely changed the course of their careers. On May 17, 2022, at approximately 1 o'clock a.m., Officer Shelby Elise Coniglio was pulled over at the intersection of 108th Avenue North and 4th Street North. When the officer approached her vehicle, Coniglio tried to leverage her position as a deputy to defuse the situation.
I'm a Pinellas County deputy.
Okay. Do you have your license registration? No?
However, the officer remained focused on conducting the traffic stop and asked for her identification. Coniglio searched her belongings and eventually admitted the car wasn't hers and hesitated to provide valid documentation.
Do you have your ID on you? Do you have any weapons on you?
Meanwhile, the officer explained that she had been pulled over for speeding, clocked at 56 miles per hour in a 40-mile-per-hour zone, and for cutting off other vehicles. Coniglio denied these claims. She claimed that she was driving normally.
I live right there.
I get that, but I pulled you over because you were flying past everybody and you were cutting.
No, I was just driving.
Okay, when I was pulling behind you, at this point you were going like 56 and a 40. You were flying.
No, I was not flying. I was just.
Do you have your registration with your name on it or anything?
Well, this car is not mine, so.
As the interaction continued, it became evident to the officer that Coniglio might be drunk. She showed several classic signs of intoxication, including bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, and a noticeable smell of alcohol. Despite these observations, Coniglio was reluctant to cooperate. She initially resisted field sobriety tests. The officer, however, said that the investigation had to proceed. Eventually, Coniglio agreed to the test, but her performance failed to alleviate suspicions.
You just stand with your feet together and arms down at your sides. So what I'm going to do is follow this red light with your eyes. Oh, purple.
That is.
Light with your eyes. Oh, purple.
That is.
Okay. What I'm going to have you do is follow it with your eyes and your eyes only. I don't want you to move your head at all, okay?
If your shoes are bothering you, you can take them off.
That's too fast.
Careful.
The officer instructed Coniglio to follow a red light with her eyes and maintain balance during the test. Coniglio couldn't comply. She displayed poor coordination and difficulty concentrating. Ultimately, she was subjected to a breathalyzer test, which confirmed the officer's suspicions. Coniglio's blood alcohol content was nearly double the legal limit of 0.08, registering a 0.15. This result showed the severity of her decision to drive while impaired. Coniglio was immediately arrested on DUI charges and transported to the Pinellas County Jail. She was released shortly after on her own recognizance, but the incident had significant professional consequences. The Pinellas County Sheriff's Office immediately terminated her employment, adhering to their zero-tolerance policy for such behavior. On September 24, 2018, Officer Gauchi was pulled over for speeding, zooming at 75 miles per hour in a 55-mile-per-hour zone.
Evening.
Hi.
Driver's license, proof of insurance.
I don't have my driver's license on me. I'm Officer Gauchi.
Yeah.
Sandusky PD.
Yeah. The reason why I'm stopping you is I got you doing 75 at a 55.
Was I going that fast?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
You have your driver's license on you?
I don't have it on me.
You don't have it on you?
No.
As Sheriff Benjamin Sargent lowered the car window on the passenger side, he caught a whiff of alcohol right away. Officer Galchi looked impaired with slurred speech, but he refused to take a field sobriety or preliminary breath test.
All right. You got anything to drink tonight?
No, sir.
No?
Just, I had a couple, but
You had a couple?
that's about it.
Okay. All right. You want to take a field sobriety test for me?
No.
No? Okay. You want to take a PBT for me?
No.
No? Okay.
They asked Galchi to get out of the car. Once he was out, they asked him about weapons, and he confessed to having a loaded gun in the car. As they took him to a police car, Galchi seemed slow and unsteady in his movements. At first, he denied drinking, but later he admitted to it and talked about being put in the back of the cruiser.
That's why I'm being put in the backseat of the car.
You've been drinking. You're just told me that you're in possession of a loaded firearm. I'm separating you from the vehicle where the firearm is at.
Right, and I'm a police officer.
Right, I understand that. And you've been drinking.
Well, but you haven't determined whether I'm, like, intoxicated or not.
You've been drinking. Please have a seat.
Now, wait a minute. No. No.
Listen, I am trying my best with this situation. You've admitted to me that you're drinking. I got you doing 75.
Well,
you have
first
a loaded.
of all, I haven't admitted that I'm drinking.
No, you did up there at the car. You said you had a couple drinks.
Okay.
Okay. You have
But
a loaded firearm in the car on top of all of this. I'm asking you to have a seat while I investigate this OVI and everything else that's involved.
Galchi was asked to take sobriety tests, but he had a tough time with them. It really got to him, and he ended up feeling pretty upset, which led to him being put in handcuffs.
Let's just take care of this now. Okay.
Just put me in handcuffs.
Alright. Let's do it in the front, brother.
Ken, we're going to do this in the front.
Ken, in the front, brother. So you
Come
can
on.
make a phone call. We can get who we need to get on the
I
phone.
don't have.
Alright,
I don't have anybody. Just put me in the handcuffs. Just fucking.
Ken, I know. Alright. Ken, I know. Alright. I can call somebody. Either one of your brothers from the apartment.
Anyone.
Anyone. Just let
I
us
don't
know.
have anybody.
Okay. Alright, buddy. Calm down. Calm down.
Despite efforts to calm him, Galchi started hitting the cruiser with the handcuffs, and officers had to physically restrain him. However, he kept hitting the partition, which damaged the cruiser.
Stay calm, bro. Let's have a seat. Let's have a seat for now. Have a seat.
Ken, you're good. Ken, stop. Ken.
Stay calm for us. Ken, don't do this to us, okay? Please, come on, brother.
Come on, Ken.
Following a chemical test, it was discovered that Galchi had a blood alcohol level of 0.169 grams of alcohol per 210 liters of breath. Galchi ended up facing charges for OVI, mishandling a firearm in a motor vehicle, vandalism, and speeding. The Sandusky Police Department held a hearing and decided to suspend Galchi, taking away some of his vacation days, requiring him to attend counseling and do community service. On March 12, 2023, Captain James Matt French was stopped by police after they saw him swerving and speeding in a city-owned SUV. When officers approached, he quickly told them he was a captain with the Oklahoma City Police Department.
Stay in your vehicle. Get back in your car. Drunk?
No, I'm the captain.
Huh? A what?
Captain.
Of what? Don't reach in your pocket. Get back in your car.
But things quickly got awkward when he admitted he'd been drinking at a poker game and quietly asked the officer to turn off his body cam.
I stay here.
You been drinking? How much we had to drink tonight, sir? Huh? I'm not turning my camera off.
Okay.
Go ahead and step out of the vehicle. You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, we're not gonna get a return on it. How much we drink tonight, sir?
I was at a poker game.
Uh-huh. Because you were swerving all over you when you turn off here. You didn't use your signal.
I'm sorry.
The officer stayed professional. He reminded French that body cams must remain on during traffic stops. French kept pushing. He even pleaded at one point.
Please. I'd like to talk to you.
One, are you going to do the test or not?
Will you please talk to me?
I'll talk to you once we're
You
done.
can turn it off, you can turn it on.
I can turn it off once I'm done with my investigation, sir.
Okay. I'm asking you. I'm a captain on this police department.
I understand that, sir.
I get
And I am
that.
a sergeant on this police officer, and
I
I've
am
taken
not-
an oath to uphold the law.
I
don't
am
show
not-
favoritism to anyone, regardless. I don't care if you're a gangbanger or the president of the United States.
Sir, I'm not asking you for that.
If I was to treat you differently than I was to treat like some Southside loco or some pedo, how's that look on me?
Okay, I'm not asking you for that.
Because I wouldn't do that for any of them.
Sergeant Skinner, please.
Are you going to do the test or not, sir?
I will. I will do whatever you ask.
Okay, once we complete the test, I'll turn off my body camera once I'm done with my investigation.
Despite French's claims that he'd only had 3 or 4 beers and he was just driving a few blocks home, the field sobriety test told a different story. He stumbled multiple times and continued begging the officer to turn the camera off. Still, the officer calmly stuck to the rules.
Understand these instructions I've explained to you, Mr. French?
I believe so.
All right, anytime you're ready, you may begin.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right, go ahead and turn around for me. Put your hands behind your back.
Are you gonna arrest me, sir?
Yes, I am.
In the end, French was arrested and booked into the Oklahoma County Detention Center. He was sent on administrative leave while the investigation continued. Chief Wade Gorley praised the officer for doing everything by the book, saying the officer handled it very professionally and did exactly what he should have. Officer Kovac found himself in a complex and emotional situation involving his daughter and her relationship with Makai Coleman. His actions that day were far from typical police protocol because they were filled with personal bias and a desire to resolve this matter on his own. After spotting Makai's car while tracking his daughter's laptop to a residence, Officer Kovac made the decision to pull the vehicle over.
Any guns, knives, weed on you? What's that?
Obviously.
Go ahead and get smart before I can do something to you even more. I think I'm playing with you. Have a seat.
25 Overland.
Asking about guns, knives, or drugs, Officer Kovac's actions revealed an emotional intensity. When he discovered another of his daughter's friends in the car, he became emotional to find his daughter, who was yet to be seen.
Would like to check? Not here.
Why is there a computer there?
I just come home and making dinner. My kids went to bed. Where would you do to be in my house?
I don't know. You know, so if I check and you're lying to me, you're going to jail.
You could check, and I'm not lying.
The convenience of the traffic stop location allowed him to approach the friend's house where he suspected his daughter was present. He interrogated the mother and threatened jail if she lied, despite no evidence of wrongdoing. It showed his willingness to misuse his authority to resolve personal issues.
She was suicidal, all right?
I don't know anything about what's going on with your daughter. I'm sorry about the
Okay.
kid, so I could relate. Whether you're using or not,
So I can come in and check, right? She's getting a ticket because she wasn't wearing her seatbelt. So that's going to cost you your daughter. So that's going to cost you $20.
The situation became serious when he proposed a $200 ticket for a seatbelt violation, causing the woman to retract her consent to search her home. She rightly challenged Officer Kovac's actions, highlighting their unprofessional and illegal nature. In a bid to prevent the woman from involving other officers, he released her daughter without a ticket. The unexpected twist emerged when it was revealed that Officer Kovac's own daughter, Caitlin, had been hiding in Mackay's car throughout the ordeal, terrified of her father's actions. Her father's subsequent actions bordered on kidnapping as he forced her into his vehicle. He asserted that she needed a psychological evaluation, although she was an adult who had committed no crimes.
Friday. Get in the car. Get in the car.
I have video proof with me all day.
Get in the car.
Adult. She has no risk. She has no reason to do this anymore. She's drunk.
Get in the car.
I'm not. I was going home.
Caitlin's rights were ignored as Officer Kovac insisted that she accompany him to the hospital, justifying his actions with her supposed intent to harm herself. The situation was mishandled at every turn, with Officer Kovac making decisions that were both illegal and irresponsible. Internal Affairs investigated the case and immediately found that Officer Kovac had acted unlawfully and unprofessionally throughout the entire interaction. His failure to respond to a domestic abuse case led to his dismissal from the police department.
Pull me over, but you didn't pull me over.
Get your license out, or I'll hit for a backup, and I'll take
your
you
supervisor
out of the car.
Call your
Get your
supervisor.
driver's license
Call your
out.
supervisor,
Call
sir.
your Get your driver's license out right now.
Call your supervisor.
Get
Please
your
call your
driver's
supervisor, because
license.
you
I'm
had
not
no.
calling the
You're not
supervisor.
pulling me over.
Get your driver's license
Call
out
your
right now.
supervisor.
Show me ID.
Call your supervisor. What do you need my ID for, sir?
Well, because you want to run your mouth to me.
No, because you was looking at my license plate for what?
In November 2019, a clash occurred between an off-duty constable, Daryl Jones, and two customers, Aaron Joseph and his cousin. The incident was caught on video, which has since gone viral, and now people are questioning what happened and why the constable was fired from his job. It all began when Aaron and his cousin were leaving the store, and Constable Jones approached them, claiming they were acting suspicious. According to the customers, the constable never explained what they were doing that was suspicious, and his behavior quickly escalated. He threatened to arrest them, causing even more tension between the group. Aaron did not back down and started recording the entire encounter on his cell phone.
License out.
Sir,
Show me your driver's license. If you don't got no warrants or nothing, you're gone. I don't have no problem.
What is the reason that you're stopping me?
I'm not going to argue with you no more.
I'm not arguing. I'm trying to understand something.
The other car gets you, I'm going to take both of you out, and I'm going to tow your car.
Can you give me your name?
Your failure to identify.
I'm not. You have no reason. You have no reason to pull me over.
Show me your driver's
You
license.
didn't even pull. You're not even behind me. You jumped out the car.
The video shows Jones following them out of the store and standing guard as they tried to leave. The situation became more intense when the Metro Police arrived. They took the time to listen to both sides of the story, and after reviewing the incident, the decision was made to fire Constable Jones. His actions were deemed inappropriate, and the video spoke for itself, making it clear that he had overstepped his boundaries.
Nordstrom parking
Ain't
lot.
nobody pulled you over. You stopped.
Well, if you ain't pull us over, you don't need to see no license. You jumped out and stopped me.
No, I said, show me your driver's license.
You jumped out and stopped
I
me.
said, show me your ID.
You jumped out and stopped me,
I'm
sir.
not gonna argue with you.
It's not an argument.
Okay, we just had. It's just one question. What was the reason for you jumping out on us?
Suspicious behavior.
What? Like what?
Exactly.
What was the suspicious behavior?
Exactly.
Buying a bunch of shoes
But
at
you guys
Nordstrom?
are coming back around to look at me.
No,
or
you jumped
do
out the
whatever you're
car.
gonna do.
You
I don't
jumped
know
out
if
the
you got
car
guns or
first.
what.
You jumped out the car first. That's why we
Get
came
your
back.
driver's license out. It's the last time I'm going to tell you.
Despite Jones's claim of suspicion, the two men had done nothing illegal. They had paid for their items and were simply leaving the store. When the Indianapolis Metropolitan Police Department officer arrived on the scene, he clarified that the men had no obligation to show their IDs as there was no crime or infraction involved.
And then he didn't want to show me ID.
Officer Strelman?
No, they didn't steal items.
We bought a bunch of
They
items.
bought a bunch of stuff, but when they were sitting right here, I was trying to get their license plate. He hollers out the window, "You're not getting my plate," and he takes off. So I went to get him. Then he comes back and he stops here. So I asked him for driver's license.
It's all on video. That's not what happened.
Jones finally let the men go, but only after causing significant distress.
legal requirement for you to identify yourself to an officer at that point. So if you don't want to give him ID, then you don't have to give him ID at that point.
And we tried to be calm and talk to him like that, and he just, I don't have to tell you anything. He's leaning in the car, spitting all in the car. He's just, I don't know if he's having a bad day. His wife left him. I don't know.
Could be.
I don't know.
Your guess is as good as mine.
But hey, man, I appreciate you,
boss. As far as I'm concerned, you guys are good to go. All
yes,
right,
sir.
take care. All right,
appreciate it.
The response was swift. The Lawrence Township Chief Constable Terry Burns reviewed the video and immediately made the decision to fire Jones. On March 15, 2024, Miami Sergeant Andrea Smith was spotted speeding in her white Mercedes. She allegedly ran a red light and sped through another, which prompted officers to pull her over.
I was trying to get my friend to go home.
Come out the car.
Me?
Come out the car.
Go ahead.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Are you serious?
I'm good.
Come to the back of the car. Are you serious, Sarge? Really? You see how you're driving?
I have a friend with me.
Hey, Gomez, you on?
When they approached the car, they noticed signs of impairment. Smith had bloodshot, watery eyes, slurred speech, and an odor of alcohol on her breath. In the video, a Miami Gardens officer reacts with surprise, saying, "Are you serious, Sergeant? Really?" The officer had recognized Smith as his co-worker. Smith, who had been with the department for nearly 10 years, initially agreed to take sobriety tests. However, the tests were abruptly stopped when an officer was instructed to stop them by a superior, claiming that Miramar officers would take over.
Any injuries or anything like that? No? All right, so first thing we're gonna do, I need you to, Huh? Oh, hold on, I'll be back. All right, Smith,
So that means you was starting sobriety test, you started sobriety test because the sergeant told you not to?
Yes, they advised me that Miramar is coming to take over.
Okay.
Despite the officer's initial observation, Smith denied taking a breath test when offered. Her attorney later argued that Smith didn't show the classic signs of intoxication, like a lack of coordination or inability to speak clearly. The attorney also claimed that Smith was ready to take the sobriety test but was prevented from doing so by Miami Gardens officers. As Smith was taken to jail, she expressed frustration, saying she was being treated like an animal and comparing her situation to that of her colleagues.
Treat me like this, like an animal? My own people? On me? I'm a sue somebody, I'm expose all that.
During the ride, she fell asleep at times, but when awake, she offered the officer driving her financial advice and confidently stated, "I'm not crazy, I'm sober."
So when they opened the internal affairs against me in October, January, I was like, oh, I gotta find something to do. I opened the car. You see that car I had them? Yeah, the Mercedes. $130,000.
Smith has pleaded not guilty to the charges of DUI and reckless driving, with her attorney suggesting that the arrest may have been a form of retribution for Smith's whistleblowing activities. In the wake of her arrest, Smith was relieved of duty by the Miami Gardens Police Department.
I ain't never been to jail. It's a good experience for me, though. I can tell my kids about this.
So which of these cases did you find more fascinating and bizarre? Tell us in the comments below and subscribe for more.